Hello, my name is Amanda Darling, for those of you who don't know, and I get asked this question every 2 or 3 days, if not sometimes once or twice a day. I'm asked how I got into modeling, and so I apologize sincerely from the bottom of my heart for not answering this sooner. I just kind of didn't know how I wanted to tell the story or where even a good starting point of where I started getting into modeling was. So I figured, since I'm doing an FAQ, I really need to just sit down and answer this question. So I'm going to start from the very, very beginning. Actually, I was probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old, and not once, but twice, I was out shopping with my mom at the mall, and I was discovered by an agent and invited to come to their office and speak with them and talk about signing up as a child model slash like actress. And both times, my abusive alcoholic father forbid me from going. For no reason ever. There was never an apparent reason. So I was kind of had a grudge against that for my entire life. And it was the very first spark that made me go, you know what, like, F you, I'm going to do it anyway someday. You just watch. And so many years later, I was a freshman in high school, and I was actually going through the whole ordeal of my tests and being diagnosed with my heart complications and getting my pacemaker. And so that was the same time that I actually left normal high school to do independent studies to graduate early and get a job and get on with my life. And it was at the same time that I met Dylan. So I got my pacemaker, left school, met Dylan. All of this happened within like 4 months. And I decided, you know what, F this, since I'm leaving school, I need to finish school, get a job, stop partying, stop being a shithead, and, you know, become more of an adult. So I did. I quit partying. I just focused on my relationship and my job. But I was also very bored because by doing that, I lost 95% of the friends within my peer group. I literally only had 2 or 3 people, and I was okay with that, but I was bored. And somehow, through a series of fortunate events, and because of the internet, I discovered this, just so many artists and models and photographers who were not only relatively local because I live in Southern California, but they were accessible because I also discovered Model Mayhem. So before I knew it, within about a year, and some of you who have followed me on Tumblr since the beginning of my Tumblr days have witnessed this journey. All I did was work at Hot Topic, spend time with my boyfriend, and shoot. And if I wasn't shooting, I was preparing for a photo shoot. And all I did was network, work my ass off, and put any extra money I ever had into my gas tank to get to photo shoots. And from there, I just met people, and it's just kind of, everything's built on top of itself from there. And then, come last January, I don't know why, but the store I worked at in Hot Topic wasn't giving me many hours, and I only had 2 shifts that in this 1 week, and it was Saturday and Sunday. So I had Monday through Friday off. And I looked at Dylan and said, we're going to LA. I'm printing out my portfolio, and I'm gonna go to open calls. And I did. And I don't know what I was thinking, because to be honest, I really wasn't expecting to get signed. I kind of was going to get feedback. And by Tuesday of that 5-day period I had off, I was signed. And so here I am now. So what began as a grudge became a career. And there's so many other things that happened along the way, and so many other specifics I could talk about. So if you ever have any more, specific questions about my story, absolutely feel free to ask me on Tumblr, amandadarling.tumblr.com/ask. And that's about it. Okay. Bye.